a hop, skip, and a jump. And so we're in the airport, and they kept coming through because they wanted to evacuate the Americans and the British because we would have been held for ransom. So we're sitting in the airport, and they kept announcing, Mr. James, Mr. James, Mr. Pat, Mr. Pat. And then they started getting mad when they made the announcement that we weren't answering.
You did it.
And so I'm sitting there.
He did it.
Wow.
I want to try.
Connor did it on the first try.
That was fast. Holy cow.
He's so excited.
That's
That's so cool.
I love that trick now.
He's going to make a lot of money at school this semester. Your spending money's coming up. He's going to be in spring break going.
Yeah, I will.
You're
I will now.
going to be every day you wake up at spring break. Okay, who wants to see a magic trick? $10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy in.
Make sure they sign the cork first so you have proof.
Yes. $10 buy in.
But we were-
white.
we were-
It has to be red.
This is white.
Because,
You
No,
just
that's
did
red.
white.
That's red. That's red. That's Pinot Noir.
but it works better with red.
Pinot
But
Noir.
we're getting back to the airport. So we're in the airport, and we finally
You have to get
realized,
it hooked in.
No. The guys come up to you.
but I had my feet up on
You have to
one
get it in.
of those
You gotta get the cork right.
smoking things. And a guy walked up with like a AK-47. He kicked me in the bottom of the foot. I mean, really ticked me off. And I woke up, and my reaction was to grab him. And he said, Mr. James. I said, no. And he said, passport. So I showed him my passport. He said, Mr. James.
Put the
I said,
napkin in
no,
front of
Egan, James Egan. And he didn't get it. He said, so anyhow, Pat and I, they took us out. They put us on a little bus. And we go out to this Air India flight, 747. And the plane was on the runway. I mean, and so they brought out a tow motor with a wooden pallet on it. And so they opened the back door, and they had this wooden pallet, this tow motor, lifting us up. And we were short. We couldn't reach the bottom of the thing.
Right there.
So they threw down like a rope ladder. It was only about that long. We grabbed a hold of that, and we had to pull ourselves up. We got in, and there was some crew, and the passenger was pulling. And so we got on the plane. I said, "Where are we going?" They said, "Oh, we are going to Bombay." Bombay. I'm a meeting in Kuwait.
And my luggage isn't on this flight.
When we landed in Kuwait,
No, when you landed in India.
all along the bottom of the plane were bullet holes. Boom, 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 boom. Someone with a machine gun had us lined up perfectly, and it's amazing it didn't hit the wings because that's where a lot of the fuel is.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
So this happened while you were in the air, Jim?
Pardon?
This happened while you were in the air?
When you're on takeoff.
On takeoff?
Yeah.
And when were they shooting these bullets?
When we took
When they were on the
because the rebels were taking over. It was we could hear the mortars. You could see the flash from the mortars.
Yeah.
They were firing at the airport. Everything. Yeah.
So if you go to the museums, one of the museums in Washington D.C., they had a rocket was with us, McKinley's service dog at the time, but there was a car that was all shot up, and they had the whole war was on display at this museum. And I have pictures of it on my phone, and
Wow.
it's just,
Our office in Beirut took a direct hit, and as a matter of fact, it was in the Herald Tribune, the English, it's international, and it had a picture of our office, and the whole facade of the building was gone, and there was a desk hanging, and it was the only reason it didn't fall was because the telephone wire, the telephone wire was holding the whole desk up.
Wow.
Watch. Let me show.
I'm trying.
Okay, you do it?
Show them how to do the napkin.
No,
I'm messing up the napkin.
Trade out the napkin.
Nope.
You're probably
no,
not.
that's a good napkin. Just
Maybe I blew my nose on that.
It's here.
You got something started there.
so Kim, what's your favorite dad story?
Columbia.